verse on it. She addicted to the God, I put the church on her.
Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9 Reunion Part 3. So I took my glasses off because I know the glare was driving me crazy in my glasses, so I knew it was going to drive you guys crazy. But anyway, let's get into this reunion. This Part 3 has actually, kicked up some speed. The drama is kicking in now. The first two parts were boring and dry as hell. And they could have kept some of that. They could at least just did 3 parts. We need 4. Bravo, we need 4 parts. No. Because now is when we're finally getting to the bottom of things, to the nitty gritty of what's been going on this season. So the reunion pretty much picks up where it left off when they just bring the husbands out, or a husband and 2 ex-husbands, Todd, Peter, and Bob. Now they get to discuss what happened between Sheree and Bob, and of course Andy got to questioning Bob about stuff he did to Sheree in the past and basically how he felt about it. And he apologized and he seemed pretty sincere. And like Candy mentioned, sometimes people have to see themselves on camera, and face what the problem is, to pick up and move on from it and learn from it. And I feel like that's what Bob did. We don't know how sincere he is. He seems sincere, but we're going to have to see in the future how really sincere he was about the whole ordeal with him and Sheree. Patty Patricia, aka Peter Thomas, showed his true colors on this reunion. What the fuck was that about? Him getting up and storming off and causing this scene. It was too much. It was too much and it was a little bit awkward because we don't know why he stormed off like that. He did a post on Instagram yesterday saying because he can't take Phaedra and Portia's lying ass. Okay, but the reunion is for you to face these people, whatever they have said, whatever they have done. You're supposed to face off, argue, scream, talk, whatever you got to do and move on from it. Your ass stormed off the stage. Ciao. Peter, you know what? Y'all need to just go ahead and get this man his peach so he can be happy and he can move on with life. Like, he bring more drama than Cynthia do. Like, I just didn't understand why he just stormed off like that. It was awkward talking about he just needs to go off in a goal. And, like, Andy, he said in his Instagram video, Andy was done with him anyway. But he said he just couldn't sit there with Phaedra and Portia because of all their lies they tell, and some of the lies they tell played a part in the reason why he's getting a divorce. At the end of the day, a marriage is between 2 people, okay? Now I can understand rumors getting to you, but that's between y'all to talk about and everything like that. If none of that stuff was true with you screwing the bartenders and the waitresses and doing all of this and that, then it shouldn't even affect your marriage, because you guys could look at it like, she would have been like, I know my husband ain't stepping out. No, Cynthia knew more than what she was telling us. That's why the rumors affected y'all. And you felt some type of way about it. It is what it is. Okay? You're divorced, you can move on from it. And he was just sitting there talking about how he got a new woman and he just so happy. It was like he was kind of like rubbing it in a little bit. Peter, let's move on. So, okay, Portia pretty much confirmed what we already knew, that Phaedra ass is a phony, a lying ass bitch, basically, to say the least. So Shamea and Phaedra basically got to face off with each other, and Shamea was giving it to Phaedra's fraudulent ass on that stage. She was calling it the way she see it, call it the way it was. Those two clearly have some, had beef before all of this. They just don't care for each other that much, clearly. But when Shamea came on, she got to talk to Portia about what, she seen played out on the season. I just don't get, like, Portia's really irritating me because it's like, okay, we all see what you did, but it's just like, it's some type of but behind it. If y'all get what I'm saying, like, Shamia is your friend. We know Shamia from you. Shamia was introduced to us through you. She's your friend, okay? The simple fact was, you say you were put in an awkward situation when Phaedra said something about Shamia being really close to Candy. The thing is, you co-signed it, okay? But when Shamia said something about Phaedra, you said you had to pull Shamia to the side and basically be like, that wasn't cool. Bitch, you should have did the same shit for Shamia when Phaedra did that. You should have pulled Phaedra to the side like, you know what, that's not cool. Because you put me in an awkward situation. Let me tell you why she didn't do that. Because Portia was sitting up talking about Shamia to Phaedra. That's just as simple as it's going to get. And that's what it was. So they both was able to agree and co-sign about it. She would sit up, you know, when the cameras ain't rolling, when they having a, you know, girl time, whatever they do, talk on the phone with everything, she was sitting up talking about Shamia. That's what it was. So at that moment, she felt like she had to be more loyal to Phaedra because that's who she was confiding in about everything, because she clearly already had a problem with Shamia. I don't know why. But if you feel like you were so in the middle, you would have did the same thing for both. It's not that hard to be like, you're grown-ass fucking women. You don't talk about her in front of me, and you don't talk about her in front of me. I don't want to be in the middle of that, okay? You took Phaedra's side for everything, for God knows freaking what. And I hope you realize, and I hope you feel real stupid, because Phaedra has never had your back. And what I think is going to happen on the next episode, y'all, is that she going to say, you know, talk to Phaedra about what she said, because I can't say nothing, and Phaedra gonna backpedal like, you know what, I don't have nothing to say, or I ain't say that. She gonna let Portia down some way, somehow in the situation, and once again not have her back, while Portia dumbass was sitting there having her back the whole fucking season. I hope she really learned from this. I feel like she ruined a good relationship with, I mean, her and Candy. I don't think the situation would have been as bad if Phaedra was not in Portia's ear about the Candy situation. Candy and Portia probably would have had their, you know, whatever happened, their arguments, their beef. But I don't think it would have been as bad if Phaedra was not up in Portia's ear. And it's another thing. Phaedra, your ass seems like you have so much shit to say when that fucking camera ain't rolling. But as soon as your ass get confronted about some shit or gotta send somebody goddamn face, you always sitting there with that look, just sitting there looking crazy as hell, ain't never got, or screwing your face up, or wherever the case may be. You ain't never got shit to say when the cards are all laid out on the table, and you are the main person. Like when Sheree said, I bring the bones because you bitches need to say what y'all got to say to each other's face. You are the one person on here who never says what you have to say to anyone's face. You use people to do it. You use Portia this whole season. But Portia, you the fool because you fell for it, girl. And then the question was brought up if the other ladies thought that Portia and Phaedra's relationship was genuine. I don't think it is. I said this before. I think they have a relationship based off of that they have no one else on that cast to be cool with besides Sheree. No one else really fucks with them like that. I think they are like friends by default. I really do. They probably were friendly or whatever, but to be with the point they were at, I think it was just completely by default because they had no one else. Phaedra is supposed to be not coming back at all. I don't know what Portia is going to do, and I'm very sure that they're not even friends anymore because it was friends by default. Can't win when you play dirty, Phaedra. Portia had to find herself apologizing to Shamia because of the way stuff was played out. She was not being a fair friend to Shamia. I feel like if she feels as if she's put in an awkward situation, she should have addressed both of them and said, this is my friend, that's my friend. Don't, it's just not that hard. It's not rocket science. Like I said before, she felt Phaedra was comfortable enough doing all of that because they sat up and talked about Shamia before. Portia don't talk about Phaedra to Shamia. That's why she was trying to show one side to Shamir, well, I'm just being a loyal friend, you know. But all along was talking about Shamir probably like a dog to Phaedra. And I believe it. Just like Phaedra was sitting up talking about Candy to Portia. That's just what it was. That's what they had in common. The demise of their friendships is what they had in common with each other. Now their friendship fucked up because Phaedra phony ass. I don't really think nothing is going to get resolved. Basically, it was just a lot of back and forth between Portia and Candy, talking about if Portia wanted to eat Candy box and all of this and that, which we already had to witness the same thing during a freaking season, so nothing really got resolved for that. Portia just still, she is halfway admitting what she did that night. She's not fully admitting to it. I be trying so hard not to be biased with this situation at all, but I just really feel like Phaedra and Portia were just totally wrong this season. Like, I can't pinpoint one thing they did where I was like, okay, I understand why they may have did this. Okay, maybe she didn't mean to do this. I can't pinpoint anything. I really honestly cannot. I just feel like they were so fucking out of order this whole entire season. Who, in some cases, I can't believe I'm finna say this, but I was able to tolerate Kenya a little bit more. We all know I can't stand Kenya. I cannot stand Kenya more. Oh my God. So the fact of me even saying that shows a lot about how I felt about Portia and Phaedra this season. I feel like Portia could probably come back from this. She could probably win me back over again. But Phaedra, child, I am so done with your miserable ass, girl. You just so miserable. It's ridiculous. So next week we get to see it all unfold. If Phaedra gonna own up to what she told Portia, I don't think she is. I think she's going to throw Portia under the fucking bus. And but everybody's gonna recognize her bullshit. So that ain't gonna last. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Same old bickering. Nothing too much really got resolved. The only thing I can say, it brought drama versus the snooze fest we have to sit there and watch for the past 2 weeks to bring us up to this. For still nothing to get resolved. Just drama. So if you're all for the drama, then hey, it was a pretty good reunion episode then, right? Alright. Well, I will see you guys next week. Holla. Bye.
She didn't say